Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be reviewing the second episode of Secret Invasion, entitled Promises. Let's get into it. I was really bored watching this episode. It had all the worst parts of the first episode without the best part, action. There was mostly just talking in this episode, and all of the acting was dry and flavorless. Samuel L. Jackson is trying his best, but the writers are messing up Nick Fury. He doesn't just sit down on a train talking about personal information and fried chicken. If he needed to be somewhere, he would jump into a car and drive as quickly as he could. But they're portraying him here as some old man who can't do anything. They tried to have a cool moment with Nick Fury refusing to be fired, but it wasn't very threatening since, in other scenes, he is portrayed as some old man wearing a fedora. I miss the old Nick Fury. It also doesn't help that Talos and Nick have no chemistry whatsoever. It's not like Sam and Bucky or Clint and Kate, where they have fun banter and compliment each other. Talos and Nick have so much screen time, just the two of them, that they really don't have that dynamic duo feel they were intended to. That train conversation wasn't funny. It was just a bit stale and energyless. One of the more exciting aspects of the episode was the ending when we discovered that Nick Fury's wife, Priscilla, is actually a Skrull, and he doesn't know about it. I'm interested to see how the storyline develops and how it affects Nick. Speaking of Skrulls Nick doesn't know about, I'm like 99.9% sure that Rhodey is a Skrull. It has been a fan theory for a long time, and seeing how weirdly different Rhodey was acting in this episode, it all but confirms it. Even if he's not, it's still weird. The writers decided to make these two characters, who have practically never talked before, have so much history and a friendship. I actually did like the Rhodey and Nick conversation, but it went on for too long. Let's talk about the Super Skrulls. In the comics, this species of Skrull have the shape-shifting abilities of all others, as well as the powers of the Fantastic Four. Here, Gravik has enlisted some human scientists to help power them up, with the four powers being similar to the Fantastic Four ones. They have Groot's powers, that was shown in the trailers as growing very long arms like Mr. Fantastic. The powers of Cull Obsidian, who is very obviously meant to represent Thing. The extremist powers made by Maya Hansen in Iron Man 3 that allow you to shoot heat, so Human Torch. And instead of invisibility, they have done ice powers from an ice beast. Gravik stated that they were making these Super Skrulls so the Avengers can't stop them, which makes me think maybe an Avenger or two will be in the last episode. I'm really excited to see the Super Skrulls in action, and I hope that the slow and cheap first few episodes are so we have a great action-packed finale. In the train scene I was talking about earlier, Talos revealed that all Skrulls are on Earth, meaning that there are millions of people living amongst them who are not human. This put even more into focus later on, when you find out that there is a whole council with the Prime Minister, respected politicians, and news reporters, who are all Skrulls. It really shows how much the Skrulls have invaded Earth already. I found it weird how everyone voted Gravik to be their leader after talking bad about him, except that one woman. What was even more weird was that one woman just walked right out and called Talos straight away, right in front of the security guards. Who wrote this? A scene that should have been emotional, when Maria's mum was confronting Fury about her daughter's death, really fell flat because neither actor was conveying the emotions properly. You can't really blame the actress, since she never got any scenes with Colby, so she couldn't connect to her as her mother. This episode felt very cheap, with both the lack of action and that horrible torture scene. That finger that Sonya chopped off is the most 1980s goofy fake thing I've seen in an MCU project. Reminded me a lot of Werewolf by Night. They probably made it look so fake so they wouldn't get a higher age rating, but it really takes you out of the show. The rest of that torture scene wasn't that great either. And while I enjoyed Olivia Colman's Sonya Falsworth in the last episode, her charm got really annoying in this one. Emilia Clarke's Gaia did not do a lot in this episode, which is a shame since she was one of my favorites last time around. She was mostly just looking at stuff the whole time, but she really shined in one scene, where she was trying not to cry in front of Gravik when their fellow Skrull was shot. She did an amazing job. I think this action is what will bring her to Nick and Talos' side. Overall, this was a bland episode where not much happened. It was actionless, funless, horribly written, and had some pretty bad acting. It is a major downgrade from last episode, so I'll give it a 4 out of 10. That was my review for Secret Invasion Episode 2. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.